Christ.
That was loud and obnoxious.
Your
That
mother
was
was
very
a
loud.
loud obnoxious. I don't know.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Your mother is a loud obnoxious, just not even is allowed. Your mother's not allowed to be obnoxious.
What is going on?
Hitler
I
hates
don't know.
you, bag fuck shit.
Hi guys,
How are we going to
Hi.
sync this up?
everyone. I'm gonna just fucking do it in post credits.
Well, yeah, but
Post credits,
I think he's already
post production,
started.
post-mortem. Sure, hello.
I'm gonna do it in the post mortem.
First past the
What?
post.
Past the post. What the fuck are we talking about?
Give me the post! Stop hogging the post!
Right, guys, stop it. Stop
What
it,
if
guys.
I've got
We got to
post?
do a serious. We got to do a
What if
serious
he was
podcast.
a dog trying to eat the postman? I don't know.
We've got to do a serious podcast.
I'll
Why are we
eat the
talking about
postman.
a dog eating a fucking postman?
No, it's the other way round. No, it
Stick
wasn't
to the
other way
script,
round.
guys. Stick to the script.
We have a
so
script!
Yes.
Intro/updates, Harry. Go.
Okay. Hi, this is a podcast. Welcome. Why did you click
go
on this
slower.
video?
This has to be 5 minutes.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you,
Hello,
specialised human being?
Harry and Adam.
Hello, Ben
Wha-
and Harry.
Why are we talking like this?
You said it's got to fill 5 minutes.
Okay, all right. That doesn't mean we go slowly. 5 minutes is nothing.
Well,
Your mother's nothing. Actually, that's a
right.
lie. She's very expensive.
ooh.
Really not worth it.
Shut up.
Oh, low blow!
Jesus Christ. Okay. Fucking, I'm prepared to let this go.
Mm-hmm.
So, we just thought one day we'd do a fucking podcast, and, well, that's what we're doing now, unless, by some tragedy, we all die in some weird accident that I definitely didn't plan.
Guys, I don't feel too well.
Ben just... Oh, that's it. First stage is, it's all coming together now.
I got a note here that says eat cyanide pill.
Well, what's your policy, Adam? You always do what the note says.
Yep, that's
No matter
basically
what.
it.
And now you're both dead. I'm going to just have this normal podcast to myself. It's just literally an hour and a half of me sobbing. Because, you know, I'm obviously alone and no one else is in the group now. And now I'm crying. And now... yeah, this is a weird start to a podcast.
Well, you designed it.
Didn't design. How do you design an intro?
I don't know.
Fucking weirdo.
I don't know. Whatever. Carry on.
Am I going to have to
Moving
censor that out now? Now that
Yeah.
I said the F word, which
What
is
did you
fun.
say?
Fuck!
Cheaters.
Fucking
Yeah, I'm going to have to edit that out.
You should
Why
probably edit
you?
the second word I just said, but yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Shall I edit fajita out?
Yeah.
I'll just edit
Fajita.
Vegeta, actually.
Vegeta.
Shall I put that over a
No,
soundbite?
yeah, just
Just
replace,
put that
replace
over every
anything
time we
say
swear,
that's
every time we
bad.
say fuck.
Vegeta. Okay,
We
I'll
have
give
to
you.
say
Do you
fajita.
want me to give you a
Vegeta.
load? I'll give
Yeah.
you Vegeta. Vegeta. Vegeta.
Actually, no, I prefer when Ben did it. Ben, you do it.
Vegeta.
Okay, that's going to go over every single...
I think I might
have
have
to
just
go
be
back,
annoying. Okay,
specifically
whatever.
find
Carry
that bit. Anyway, intro... it says intro and updates, but we don't have any updates unless you want to know about our boring lives.
Fuck. I'm just
Yes,
testing.
Ben. It's just a test. So yeah,
Shut up.
where do we go from here? So
Move on.
So, well, tell you what, just introduce yourself because they don't even know who the fuck they're like listening to. They could
That's
be listening
Harry.
to anyone.
He goes on a lot.
That's Adam.
Yeah.
He's a twat.
That's Ben. He.
No,
goes-
Harry's got to do me.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Right, let's
That's
start again.
Ben.
No.
I
We've
do
got to start
him.
again now.
Harry, say something.
Okay, that's Ben. We're lovers.
No, you have to say something that's not that because then I have to introduce you, which starts the whole thing rolling.
Okay, what do you mean?
Say the updates bit again. I
Okay.
don't know.
Hello, welcome to intro and updates.
That's Harry. He's a bit. He just carries on all the time.
That's
Talks a
Adam.
lot.
He's still a twat.
And that's Harry. He's Harry. Welcome
No,
to
I'm
intro
Ben.
and no. That's Ben.
I'm confused. Carry on. Move on.
That's Ben. He's a guy who just joined us for this because he felt like, you know, his life was a little bit empty on a Friday night, and so, you know,
I have no friends.
and he has no friends. So we've definitely been in this for more than 5 minutes. We've got to have been.
4 minutes
I
36 seconds.
Oh,
Holy
you put a
shit,
timer
okay.
down.
Have you been
Oh,
timing it?
No.
It says
he's
at the
probably
bottom of my
looking
screen.
Audacity.
Mate, he's fucking prepared, mate.
It's audacity, isn't it?
But basically,
4 minutes
that I don't
45.
think we could have done a better intro, to be honest.
Yeah, but that is the perfect
I-
intro.
Think that went perfectly.
Yep.
Right, we're going to move on to the next stage. Next stage, lads. This is the
What
one
do you-
where we can
wait.
get on. This is the one where we can get
So-
our dicks hard about the games that we've just been playing.
So recently, not to timestamp this at all, but
So
obviously it's going
hard.
to be timestamped anyway because we'll probably put a date on it, blah blah blah, all that.
Ooh.
Overwatch beta just finished.
Concluded
When?
like
When?
Tuesday. It got extended by day. It was going to be
Tuesday.
Monday.
Let
and
the
then it got
crying
extended
commence.
by 24 hours, and now my palms are sweaty and
So they are now
I
having
These
some
weak
drawers.
spaghetti.
arm spaghetti.
I still don't think I'll pay for it though.
I will. I will
don't
be.
think-
I will be buying Overwatch.
I am now half and half.
I quite like
Having
the game,
experienced
but I don't
it-
think it's worth
Having
that much.
experienced it for free,
Yeah.
I'm struggling to see how it's worth 30 quid though.
Yeah.
Like,
I will be buying it purely because it's the only game that I've been properly hyped for in a while. Like
I guess.
even Battlefield 1, which we'll talk about in a bit. That's not like my
Can't wait
type
to
of
ruin it.
game that I overly enjoy playing.
Spoilers.
But this has just got me hyped too much.
Yeah.
There
this
isn't a lot of
is-
games you like playing, to be fair.
No.
No, half saying.
To find a game that you like
Yeah.
playing is incredible. Blizzard seems to just be the company that makes whatever Ben wants.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Um,
quite true.
I don't know. I just think I would have bought it if it just wasn't so much money.
It is a fair amount.
And Blizzard can afford, let's face it, to drop the price by maybe even half, maybe.
I think it should go more along the TF2 route with
No,
No.
free to play, or maybe like a cheap
it shouldn't
buy
be free to
price,
play
and
because then you just have no. You just people will be spending loads and loads in game, and
then, yeah,
just
The
getting
amount of
all the cool
microtransactions
stuff.
will eventually just ruin it.
a pay to
Yeah.
win. You mean? It'll turn
Yeah.
Well, it won't be pay to win because
No.
the heroes.
It'll just be.
well, hopefully.
Does it not change anything? Do you like if you buy something in game? Does it change anything, or is it just appearance?
It's
and, like,
just
What, for-
appearance. Like
Yeah,
everything
it's just
does.
appearance.
Okay, well, that's not too bad.
It's the
then.
same in TF2. Like,
It's not. TF2 has perks for their weapons and hats.
No,
and
they
stuff.
don't.
Yeah, they
do
do.
they? Oh
Yeah.
no, yeah, they do have better weapons. That's the thing. I'm just thinking about the hats for some reason.
Hats sometimes have a bit of
I
perks, or is it
like
just-
their
oh,
model
whatever, carry
at
on.
the minute, but it is a bit expensive.
It-
It
But
is,
then
it's on-
yeah.
They're also bringing it out on console at the same time.
Oh yeah, I
so they've gotta
suppose.
Although the
Cater for
Origins
both
edition,
markets, sort of thing.
which you have to buy on console, is £15 more than the
Yeah.
base PC edition, which is good for us. But
But so overall, on the whole, Overwatch beta really good. Had a lot of fun playing it. It's a really good game. It's just the price is kind of letting it down at the moment. It's the feeling of
I knew.
I will never play this again. Really, if it's going to cost that much, but who knows? Maybe if I get the money for it, I will get it. But
Just out
I
of
have
curiosity, who was your favourite character in Overwatch?
Zenyatta.
I did like Zenyatta
favourite appearance-wise or favourite
play.
while playing?
to play. Yeah.
Mix of both, really.
I don't know. I played a lot of Reinhardt.
Mm.
I enjoy playing as him. But I don't know
The
if
big
my-
shield
didn't-
guy.
But I don't know if
I
he's
didn't
my
get round to
favourite because he's sort of, it's the same every game. You shield up, protect teammates.
Yeah,
a bit of
it-
charging.
It, just becomes a defensive.
Yeah.
act more than anything.
Bastion's
Mm.
fun
Um,
against AI because you can
Yeah,
just kill
but Bastion's
everyone.
just OP as shit. That's
Yeah.
what we found out in the Overwatch beta.
Yeah.
I didn't
That
get to
caused-
try all
that
of the
caused many a
characters,
row.
but I did like McCree with his high noon thing.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make a lot of sense. I thought that when you hit someone with his like ult ability, that it would be an insta kill.
But
It is an
not.
insta-kill, isn't it?
No,
It's not. No, you
Oh,
have
is
to
it
get
not?
headshots. I
It's.
think.
Yeah, but doesn't it lock on to them?
I think it aims for
kind of.
headshots, which then it's not guaranteed to be a
Yeah.
insta kill.
Because once you shoot, they could move and stuff.
A lot
I
of the
guess.
time it is one shot.
Yeah.
but-
I think they have to. I think you have to lock on, don't you? That's the
Yeah,
whole point. Like
you gotta get
it
as
takes a
many.
while for him to lock on, and then once you get like multiple skulls above their heads, that means it would be a one-shot kill. I think
Ah, is that how it works?
that's how
Okay.
that works.
I didn't
But you
get a lot
can't
of time
just
to play
do
other
normal
people,
damage
so-
like straight away, which
Okay.
I guess is okay. But
McCree,
that's
McCree wasn't my favourite character. I think that's the good thing about Overwatch is there are so many heroes that people can
completely
have
different.
favourites, and
yeah.
there are favourites for different classes as well. So you
Mm.
can mix and match classes with friends.
When they first showed like the trailers and stuff, I literally thought it was going to be like Reaper's side versus like Tracer's side sort of thing. So
Oh yeah, the
the
like
good
divide.
team
Like the
versus the
laws
bad
sort of thing.
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's better that it is mixed. I do prefer that.
Yeah.
You have a wider range of character choice. And
I need to
just
catch up on some of the lore
balance better.
and
Mm.
and read some of the backstory. I've got like a basics of it, but just
Well,
going through
compared
some
to
of
like the
detail.
rest of the group, Ben, we sort of know.
Yeah.
I think Adam knows a bit as well, but we sort of know like the most about it.
Yeah.
But that's not saying much. We don't know a lot,
No.
but we know more than the rest of the group. But it's a very good lore that they've built up for it. That's always been very good. That's always been a thing of Blizzard's, I think, is doing doing the backstory well.
They've left it open enough that they can keep expanding, and
Yeah.
when they add new heroes in, that'll fit into their
Yeah.
current lineup of.
They haven't
heroes
limited
maybe.
themselves with like,
No.
oh, it has to be this certain heroes. It can't be anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, only these guys work together
Yeah.
at one point or whatever.
And I think obviously the big difference between, because loads of people compared it to TF2 because that's what it's basically being.
That's the closest game to it.
That's the closest game to it. And I just love how there's more heroes in Overwatch. There's a lot more breadth of character, like in Overwatch. Like you can have two heroes that do a similar job but in a different way.
Yeah.
Like
Bastion and Torbjorn.
I'm just yeah, I was thinking more Torbjorn and
Symmetra.
Symmetra, yeah, because
Yeah.
her turrets are more sort of like secretive, and you have to be like sneaky with them, and you tend to put them in rooms and stuff. Whereas
They're a
is it
bit more
Torbjorn?
disposable.
Torbjorn?
Yeah, Torbjorn.
He's more of like you put the turret like right by the
his turrets
objective, and you just keep
bullshit.
spamming the repair
Yeah,
thing.
keep healing
They
it.
have
And-
I think they need to be nerfed a bit.
No.
They're a bit
No.
powerful.
No, trust
I
me, that
feel
turret
they
can be
are.
taken out so easily.
No, his turrets are really not OP compared to some.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's because I was playing Tracer when I was...
Maybe it's because it's you and you're shit at all games.
maybe,
But yeah.
maybe it is that. Right, next one, staying with...
Well,
Are
hold
we
on,
moving off Overwatch, are we?
yeah, we're moving
no,
off
I don't think so.
Overwatch. Staying with Battle.net though.
Yeah,
Okay.
but don't worry, we'll eventually come back to
Alright,
Overwatch
okay.
eventually.
So
But
the other thing this week is came out Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new Tavern Brawl Hearthstone Top 2, where you pick 2 cards from your collection, and then it fills your entire deck with those 2 cards.
what a tavern brawl that was.
Oh,
That was
It
such
still
a
is.
good
It's still
tavern
going
brawl.
on while we're recording it.
I do quite like the idea of it, but it does... Well, like Ben said when we were playing it, it'd be better if you started with full mana, so that you could use other cards instead of...
I think that would kind of defeat the whole like strategy of it though, because you could literally play.
I'd like to try it both ways, really, because I'd like
guess.
it the way it is, because you have to play tactically. Then some of the high mana cards will actually destroy a low mana opponent, but some of the low mana attacks you can't defend against it. It just gets crazy. Like what was it? The Mana Worm and the Arcane Missiles.
There's a
isn't
lot
it,
with
there?
Mana Worm that's pretty good.
Yeah. It's
I think
it's
they
quite
need
a good
to
combination.
if they redo this Tavern Brawl again, like they've done with the Web Spinners one, where they bring it back a few times. I think they need to limit the cards you can use. Like next time, say limit it to standard only cards.
Yeah.
So then you get rid of stuff like the Mech Warper, who's in a lot of decks and variations on it.
I just
Stuff like that. It will still be the same basic thing, but it's adding sort of a bit of a twist on it.
I just think it's awesome that you get to see like what kind of cards work really well together, and things that you'd like never have thought of.
Yeah.
Like obviously, understandably, they only work because there's only that card.
Yeah, when you have like 15
But you just think actually, it's just like, whoa, that's a pretty good play. Like, wow, I would never like. We were playing against people, and we thought we had the upper hand, and we were like, what are these guys playing? And then they play the other card that they have, and it's like, oh, what a combo! And then they get it going, and they rack it up, and like we watched some.
Ben had one that he'd never played, but would stay in his hand. So. He'd play a what was the one that discarded your hand, or one of the things out your hand? The Skusai begins with an S.
Is it the one which replaces all the warlock
Oh
cards with? Like,
no,
Succubus.
Succubus.
Or something like that.
And
Succubus.
the Fist of Draxus.
That's the one.
Oh,
So when it gets discarded, it summons
It deals 4 damage to
That's the
random
one.
enemy.
Yeah.
that's a pretty good
Which
idea.
is quite a nice.
It was
way of
it was
doing
good
'cause
to
you
play
get
against
attack on the
Adam,
board.
but
Well, idiot. But
against
yeah.
anyone else.
I think that was. Yeah, it's a good one. A combination of high mana cards which could be interesting is the Light Spawn and the double
Only because you want it to work.
health one. Yeah, but if you could play for long enough, then keeping that you could just keep
You
doubling it
can't-
and doubling it and doubling it. But it takes too long to get to that point, and
Yeah.
it takes too long to. Double
It's
the
something
health,
that
and then
seems
for it
good
to
when
be
you
able
think
to
about
attack.
it, but then
Yeah.
when you actually
Yeah,
use it,
that's
it's
the
one of
thing.
those things where you're like, oh, actually,
This
it
doesn't
take
work at
quite a
all.
while.
And you also
Because
can't.
that's what my first try was when I was attacking Ben, and I was like, "Hang on, no, this is going to cost way too much mana." And Ben was playing stuff on turn 1 and 2. It was like,
And you
destroying
can't
me.
you can't say it will be good if you had 10 mana to start with, because if you play
Still takes-
against someone with Mirror Entity in their deck, like Mana Worm Mirror Entity, you've then got 6 taunts to deal with. And if you've just got one Light Spawn that you're
God.
buffing, you can't deal with all the
taunts
taunt
because
minions
you've
on
only
the
got
board.
one attack with it. Yeah.
How long has this bit section been? Because this was...
Oh, I wasn't
Uh,
timing it.
It doesn't matter, Harry. You can cut it down, can't you?
Yeah, I suppose so. Oh, it doesn't matter. We don't have to stick...
Spick to
We don't have to
spine.
stick to a certain schedule.
Fuck.
It's just... I just wanted to know
Yeah.
how long we've been on this. Because
Oh, go on, I was just going to keep talking about Hearthstone stuff.
if you want to wrap it up, Ben, that's fine.
I was
Cause...
gonna. I could talk for days on this.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the
but that's the
problem.
problem, because we don't have days.
Okay, I'll just say that it's good for. Tavern Brawl was made so that it can be played by like pro players that have been playing it for nearly 2 years now. Well, more than 2 years with beta.
Yeah.
And as well as newbies who've like just
Yay.
started playing, because it gives you sort of like an even field.
Mm.
And this Tavern Brawl is very reminiscent of the overall sort of Tavern Brawl ideal, because you can have your basic mage stuff like Mana Worm, and your other cards, sort of like small basic deck stuff, but then you can also have your crazy legendaries from pro players from wild decks that they can enjoy playing, and it's just something that brings the whole community together. That's very Tavern Brawl.
Very emotional, Ben. Very good speech, Ben.
Thank you.
I'm crying.
I'm crying with a tongue now.
I promised I wouldn't cry.
But fuck,
Some
boss,
may
the
do
target.
it.
I'm joking. I'm not crying. That was so soppy. It was unbelievable. But anyway, that's the recently played section.
Yeah.
On to the
Moving
next stage.
onwards.
Let's go to the next stage. It's called old.
Old shit.
No,
Fajita.
no. It's old.
Exclamation mark
sh-
T.
exclamation mark T, as it's written here.
You have to read it as it's written, Ben. I'm afraid.
Yeah, God, stick to the script.
I wrote it as well.
Bitch. So this is just basically where
Beyblades.
we talk. Hold on, I've got to explain the section. We can't just go. Oh, old shit.
Wow. It doesn't say that,
Basically,
though.
this
Old shit.
this
Beyblade!
stage, this fucking stage, is where we discuss all the things in the past that meant something to us, whether it's from our childhood or something fairly recent that we just
Or didn't
missed or
mean
that got
something to us.
cancelled or something. And we just want to talk about it for a few minutes. Specifically 10, it says on there, but who knows? We could rant on for days. These guys seem to have an idea in mind, which I kind of just agreed with. So, Adam, now you can say what it's about.
Yay, Beyblades. So, Beyblades, if you didn't know, used to be like these spinning top fighting pieces of plastic and metal that you used to put in
spin top.
arenas. And well,
A spin
yeah, that's
top.
basically what it was. And they used
Let
to
her rip!
They would have.
That's what they used to shout at the start of every one.
Oh
It was
God,
amazing.
yeah.
That was
I
amazing.
completely forgot that. So you used to get these little plastic battle arenas, which I never got because I wasn't allowed to.
Oh, I had
play
like 3 of them.
Beyblades.
They were amazing.
I had a big blue one.
Oh, I bet you did.
Oh, I did. I did.
I had a green one. Oh,
Um,
it weren't green when I was done with it.
okay.
It was split in half
So-
actually because
Yeah,
I
mine broke.
accidentally trod on it.
There were some different types.
So
You
I
had
don't know how the thing was huge, but I must have been such a retarded kid.
Damn it. We had some different. There were some different types. You had the really cheap plasticky ones, which had some crap handles. You had the novel, like the rip-off ones that side companies did. They always broke. That you got for like £1 in a magazine, which you can sometimes get nowadays. You'd like to see them. And then you had some better ones which were made from metal, and some other ones which Ben had, which had a glove on, right?
They weren't
Is that a
Beyblade.
thing? They were
Kind
like
of.
a Beyblade, but they were like another
Yeah.
side company.
It was, yeah.
It's also where I realised that actually one of the worst pains in this world is the like, you know, is it called like the Ripper or something, where
ripcord,
you
yeah.
like the thing that you pull out. Jesus Christ, have you ever had your like between your thumb and your first finger when you cut that? Jesus, that hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
That's,
retarded as a kid, so I did it all the fucking time.
Yeah,
But
she
like,
was.
I'm gonna have to put fajita over that, aren't I? But like, my God, that was painful.
Mhm.
That was really painful. But it was still cool.
I seem to
Though.
remember that the cheaper side of Beyblades, that the ripcords used to get very damaged, and like sometimes they would go in and then get caught halfway. You know.
Oh
Put
yeah,
it in
yeah.
properly or something like that. It would get caught halfway, so you'd be half spun up, and
Yeah,
then you'd drop it, and it wouldn't do anything.
Oh yeah, fucking really? And then you do the ages. I think
And it'd
to the
take
day
ages
I
putting it
sold,
back
to
on
the
and-
day I either got rid of them or sold them, there was still one of those spin things with the Ripper like stuck halfway because I could never be asked to actually like just try and get it out. That's how bad it was. I was having a look at how much like Beyblades are now, because I remember them
We
you
should
can
so
get,
get
like,
back into
not
Beyblade.
being too
Beyblade.
expensive.
Use of Beyblades.
Yeah,
Do
but
you
it's
remember
got
the
like the
light-up ones?
originals, because the
There were
new
some
ones look
light-up
like
ones.
shite.
I like the mix
seen
and
the new
match
one?
ones as well.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
I wonder if they put.
I see on eBay.
Orig-
eBay's got to have some.
Oh, eBay's.
I've
always
tried to
gonna
put an
have them.
original on Amazon, but it's coming up with basically nothing. Oh no, here's one.
Holy Christ!
Jesus, that's old. 18 quid for a bit of plastic.
Please tell
Jesus
me you get all of those
Christ.
for $6.99.
Mate, you got Dragoon there. Holy hell, you got like a load of them.
Where's the description of this?
Customers who bought this
Yu-Gi-Oh.
also bought. Let's see what else they bought. Yep, Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. It's the whole bunch today. Oh god, but Jesus, this was. I got. Is that? Can you
Found a
buy-
load there on
Ju-
eBay for 24
don't-
quid, and they're just like gold topped ones.
Oh my
There's
god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them.
Oh,
And
there's
the
a load of
records and
different
other
models
stuff.
and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, so that's Beyblades. Next.
There is a little. Oh, okay. We're moving. Oh, well, Ben, I found the glove one.
There's a glove one.
They were called Master Beyblades. They were actually
What?
I
I'm
don't.
sorry.
I don't think.
Fight Master Beyblades.
Sure, the ones
they
I
were,
had
it's like
were
a
Beyblades.
it's like a 2-finger one actually. It's so you've got. Shut up.
Right.
So it's
Say
like,
Master Beyblade again. As quick
Master-
as you said.
Master Beyblade.
Master Beyblade.
Okay, yeah. Master Beyblade.
Master
Uh,
Beyblade.
Guys, do you
So,
want to
you
come
know-
round my house and Master Beyblade together in a group?
Didn't even pick up on that.
That's now the title of this episode. I hope you realise that.
Would you like to come round my
Cool.
house and Master Beyblade?
Master Beyblade.
Yeah.
So
I
you know when
can't.
you go into hospital and they put the little monitor on your finger
Master
to test
Beyblade.
for, like,
And then you
blood
start
oxygen
Master
or whatever it
Beyblading.
is. Yeah. it's
All
that-
over the floor.
It's like one of those, and I'm guessing it's magnets that
In the little
control
dome.
where they go,
Yes.
so you can attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those. Carry on. Move on to the next thing, which is what?
Robot Wars, I
Uh,
believe. Is it? Am I right?
Yeah. Do you remember
Think
Robot
so.
Wars?
No. Never watched Robot
No?
Wars.
No.
Didn't you?
You know this.
You guys never watched.
No, I never watched it. I never watched the greatest
Oh.
robot fighting series of all time. I never watched it.
Oh, Harry's being sarcastic.
Yes, I am being sarcastic. Of course I watch Beyblades.
Beyblades?
What?
I mean, Beyblades. Hang on, while I just hang myself.
Yeah, go do that.
Of course I watched Robot Wars. It was amazing.
I actually went to see Robot Wars, an episode of that.
Oh, I never did.
Yeah, so good. We might actually get another chance to do that because it's coming back this year.
But it's not being who's it being hosted by now?
Is it Dara
It's
Brin?
being yes.
Oh,
but
yeah, hold
I
on.
think that's what I've seen.
Robot
Um,
Wars 2016.
yeah.
Just have a look. If
So,
the internet decides it's not going to.
The
Yes.
house
Dara Brin.
robots are back, so we have what was it? So we have Sir Kill-a-Lot. He's back apparently.
Oh
he's
yeah, you gotta
even
love Sir
heavier
Kill-a-Lot.
than Sergeant Bash or whatever his name. No, was it Sergeant Bash? Oh, crap.
Oh,
What was
that's
the
my
one with the
nickname.
massive hammer?
Mr. Psycho.
Mr. Psycho, I've just been told from behind me. So
God, it was so good though.
he was like a heavy, badass robot. He was the biggest of the whole thing, the whole competition at any point, and he was a house robot.
I thought that was Sir Killalot. I thought he was like the biggest.
No. Mr. Psycho was much bigger. Look him up if you want.
I'm on the wiki page. He's the biggest out of
the current
house robots.
Apparently,
I'll put Mrs.
the
Psycho.
current. I'll just come up with your girlfriend, Harry.
Oh.
Ooh, harsh. That what? I don't know what's going here. Anyway,
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Holy crap!
Mr. Psycho
Shit, yeah, I forgot about him.
is now less than the current Sir Killalot, right? So in the new series, Sir Killalot weighs more than that Mr. Psycho.
Oh.
So he's big.
Holy
Matilda is
Christ.
back.
He got the Triceratops.
Who
is it
else
Triceratops
is back?
thing?
Dead Metal.
Dead Metal, that one, and
Shunt.
Yes!
Shunt.
I love Dead Metal.
Wait, Shunt's back?
Yeah,
Is it?
this is
Shunt?
what Wikipedia
Oh, yeah.
says.
It was
Dead Metal
the
robot.
one with the flamethrower that's not back.
Oh, I love
unfortunately.
Dead Metal so
Sergeant
much.
Bash.
Yep. James, shut the hell up.
I can
please.
sound like an expert just by reading Wikipedia.
So yeah, that's coming back. Hopefully.
I
better
really
than
hope.
ever.
I really
It
hope
is.
that comes back with a bang.
Robot with a bang.
Yeah.
When does it come out? Does anyone know?
It's
No.
sometime this year.
There is the
Yeah, is it
the
end of
official-
2016?
possibly. I don't
Something
know,
like
I haven't
that.
looked too far into that.
Someone
Um,
else look at it.
I'm
I was just
Yeah,
I'm
look at
looking!
it. You
Come
fucking
on
look at
TV.
it. It's not our
following the
job.
YouTube
We're
channel,
just here to
which
tell you.
currently has just 4 videos of unveiling the house robots, which you barely get to see any of anyway. But they look awesome, and it sounds like they have petrol engines, so they're probably going to be pretty devastating to things that get near them.
Nice. Moving on to the next
I will be
stage because
watching the
old
new-
shit's
the new
gone.
season when it
Old
comes out.
shit's it's been and gone.
Sweet. Right.
All right. We're now moving on to opinions of games slash thoughts of trailers, or thoughts on trailers actually.
So the first on the list here, we have Battlefield 1.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, that trailer.
Yeah. I
Just
again, Battlefield not like the biggest fan of the franchise. I've got 3 and 4. I've played them a bit, but
Played them a lot.
that trailer, like just the quality of it was incredible, and the music to go with it just.
I was going to say the
it
music
fits
is
so
one of the
well.
best things.
So, for those of you who haven't seen it, what the hell is wrong with you? Yeah. So basically, the song that's with it is Seven Nation Army, by the White Stripes. But
It's a Glitch Mob remix.
yes, so
It's-
the Glitch Rob
it does sound really
remix
good.
just sounds so much more fitting to the game.
It's a lot
Um,
more bassy,
it
and it's
just-
got.
I think whilst we're talking about this, we also have to talk about the catastrophically bad Call of Duty Infinite War as well. I feel like
how
that's
on earth
something we
could we
have to
leave it
bring
out?
up. Well,
So
I'm only bringing this up because that's what people are comparing this trailer to. The Battlefield 1
Yeah,
trailer is
I
that they're
think
comparing the COD. It's
their
now what is it? Is it
timing
the
is pretty
fourth?
good.
It's
Fourth
still
most
4.
disliked video?
Yeah.
Is it still 4?
Yeah.
It's getting close to Rebecca Black, isn't it?
So it's the fourth. Wait, you haven't described what the fourth thing was.
We
You
are-
just said
I
it's
said fourth most disliked video on YouTube.
I don't think you said that, but
70,000
okay.
dislikes away from being the number 2 spot.
Holy Christ.
Everyone go dislike that video.
Yeah,
if you
everyone
haven't done
now
already.
dislike party. Get on the dislike train. But seriously, I think this is something that I've thought for a long time, and you two have probably thought the same. Is Call of Duty just doesn't change? It's just stayed with the same idea. Like, it had a good idea with Black Ops 2 in a way. People were like, "Oh, future warfare can be done," and then Advanced Warfare was like, "Yeah, let's take it up to the next level with like cybernetics and stuff." And then they made
Which was okay, and everyone was
yeah,
like,
that was
okay,
good.
this
It
is
was-
going to be good for like one game maybe, but don't
And
take
then
it any further.
what was the
Like,
one after
try
Advanced
something
Warfare?
different.
Wasn't there?
Was it Black Ops 3?
Yeah, Black Ops 3, which was more of the same thing, and people were like, "Okay, well, we're kind of bored
Well,
of this now."
well,
And
you just
then
brought it
this
back
one's
again.
come out, and it's just like, "Oh, we haven't learned our lesson. We're just going to make another thing because apparently people like that." But it's
The worst part is, though, there is still going to be people that are just going to go out and buy them.
because it's COD,
Yeah.
and people
They
they're
want
addicted
the
to
whole
COD.
franchise,
And they're
yeah.
going to get lots of sales on this latest game just for the remastered
advertisement.
what is
Yeah.
it, Modern Warfare.
The only reason people are saying they will buy Infinite Warfare is because the first Modern Warfare is being remade, which looks good. That's one thing COD has done well, is remade their original games. But what Battlefield's done, which I love, is it's been brave enough to say, you know what, we're going to go back and tackle a war that actually happened.
It was a thing that
Something that actually like affected lives, and something we could actually make like a story around, and we can make a game around.
They're
which I think
answering
is good.
the call that some Call of Duty players have been asking for a while. They want Call of Duty to go back to World War One, World War Two style, and because the developers of Call of Duty haven't done that, EA have taken on the responsibility effectively.
Yeah, I don't.
It must have been taking them quite a while to go through development, so they must have started it quite a way back. So
yeah,
literally the first glimmer of people in the public going, look, it'd be kind of cool if we change all what you're doing and put it back into World War. That was a good game, and this is what we want to see again. Can you do this? Blah blah blah. It's sort of like the things bouncing around the internet. Probably you wouldn't really see it, and then through recent years, after they had picked that up already and started developing on ideas and everything, it's built and built and built that people really want this thing because nothing has come out.
Well, we're sort of assuming that they've taken the idea from COD players, but I mean, it could have just been that they wanted to develop this on their own.
Ideas bouncing around the internet as well, that people were just saying, can we have a game that's good?
It's
a world, an actual war.
I think the reason that that game companies have gone away from the whole like past wars and like wars that actually happened is because there's not a lot you can do with them, because people know about the guns, they know about the stories and stuff, and so they're expecting to see those stories
because they're nerds.
The main attraction of, or just people just generally know about that stuff, like Cuban Missile Crisis and like dictators and stuff that were alive at the time. They're going to know about that.
Well, you just learn it.
But so to counteract that, what they did was they made games in the future where it's like, oh, we don't know about the future, so this could happen and this could have happened.
Yeah.
But now that we've done that so much, it's like we've wrung out the towel of like the future and all of the water. There's no moisture left on it. There's no ideas anymore. They're just sort of saying, right, we got to basically take the whole idea of like space travel, and that's it. Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to blow that up, and then we're going to make a game based around that, and it's just not working anymore.
There was a lot of people that were saying that Battlefield 5 was going to be a futuristic one, and I think that was based on the DLC that was released for Battlefield 4, which was the future-ish sort of DLC where they were experimenting with future tech and everything. So you have like the hover tanks, and you have like this whole hovercraft thing that fires fire out of the engines and everything in one of the levels. So everyone took that and went, they'll probably expand on that and probably take that into their next game.
Yeah.
But they didn't. And maybe they might save it for another game, because I think it would be kind of interesting to see a Battlefield in a future game. But I don't think we're quite ready for that. I think we've had too many at the moment.
It'd be like going from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
It's
definitely.
like we've just had this amazing Battlefield 1 I think Battlefield 1 will like kickstart a lot of people wanting more sort of like old-fashioned, because people have been saying it for a while that they want the FPS genre to return back to like the glory days, because Black Ops, the original Black Ops, was an insane game. Like that's still my favorite to this day. I know a lot of people still value like Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, but Black Ops will always be my favorite. And that was Cold War. That was the Cold War era, and they did that very well.
Yeah.
It's just, I get the appeal of future warfare, and I get why game developers want to do it. It's just
I prefer like modern stuff. Like I like the technology side, like showing a theoretical perspective on how the world could be. And Advanced Warfare was the first Call of Duty game
physiological
that I played.
Philosophical.
Because I'd never done any Call of Duty before. And I enjoyed it. I played through the storyline, didn't do a lot of multiplayer stuff. But I enjoyed playing it. I haven't looked at Black Ops 3 at all. I've seen the trailer for this, and I just feel like they've gone too far, more than anything.
They've pushed the same game out again with new maps and like maybe a couple new things.
It's the space battles thing. that really gets
Yeah.
me. If I want to
It's
play
almost
a game
it's
in
almost
space,
like saying, "Oh,
You'd play
here's
like Star
we've
Citizen
made
or-
Halo."
yeah, Fractured Space, even online, any of that stuff, something space focused and specific.
They
Hmm.
shouldn't cash in on someone else's franchise,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Yeah.
Moving on,
Yeah.
because I think we've ranted about this for quite a while. But another thing that's come out very recently, actually, that wasn't on the list until like today, is the Assassin's Creed movie trailer,
Yes.
which we've now all seen, I think.
Yep.
I want to watch it again, so I'm familiar
The
on it.
moment I
But
saw
yeah.
it, I
I'll
posted
tell you
it
what,
to the
I'm
group
gonna
chat, so everyone
voice
can
my
have a look.
opinion last because I think
You're
Um,
the Assassin's Creed nerd, Harry. So
Yes.
sort
I
of
do
more,
like the
I'm
look of
more
it.
the
I
Assassin's Creed
do-
nerd, and I think my conclusion will be a little bit more surprising, I think, than what
okay.
you'd expect.
I
But
do,
anyway, but you guys go ahead and
do you
talk
like
about.
the Assassin's Creed sort of games and stuff? Because like, it's just an interesting concept that they're taking someone in current time, using their memory or like their DNA to explore their previous things through their genetics, and trying to get intelligence from that of what happened and build up. That's what my gist of it is. Is that about right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so like the basics of it. And I think that's interesting to put into a movie because you probably explore it a bit more. And if you don't want to play the games that much, like for the concept, like I understand and like interests me, but I don't want to play the game. Like that doesn't appeal to me that much. But a film sounds more interesting. And I
One
do
thing they've
like the
always
look
said
of
is
it.
Assassin's Creed is definitely designed to be almost adapted to a film.
Yeah,
Like some of the
It's-
plot
it's a
lines and stuff is
storyline that
definitely adapted. It's a
can be
very
explored.
good, like they've made comic book series and stuff about it, and it's worked well as that. And a lot of people have made like
Yeah.
fan films and stuff and
and
things
because they
like
were
that.
supposed
But
to be a secretive group and stuff.
yeah,
Then you can put that into basically any era and exploit that nobody really knew about them. That's why it's not in history. And how they can explore it is through literally genetics, and it's literally imprinted. There's no way you can get around that.
Ben, your thoughts?
the one thing people are going to take away from this
now.
is that I'm really, really uncultured. I've never played an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh
have
my
I.
god.
I like the look of the trailer. It looks like a good film. I'm excited for some really high energy action in there. I want to see some kick-ass parkour stuff.
Yeah.
It looks good. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to wait and see the movie before I can give any proper
Opinion.
opinion on it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that familiar with the Assassin's Creed franchise as a whole. But yeah,
When I first saw the trailer, I thought it was another game, and I was like, seriously? You just released the London one. I was like, you're cashing in again on another series. But then
at least I knew they were making an
This is-
Assassin's Creed movie.
Well, I didn't know about this because
Uncultured.
worse.
Uncultured swine.
But I thought, well, yeah, I was watching the trailer. I was like, okay, they've made the trailer a little bit out of actual like film, so they've actually recorded people acting to generate like the cinematic trailer part.
Kind of like
And then there
Quantum
was-
Universe.
And then there was a bit too
Quantum
much,
Break, whatever it is.
and then it carried on, I was like, hang on, wait, what? This is an actual film trailer? I was like,
What you're
Assassin's Creed
saying
movie.
here
I was like,
is that you're incredibly retarded.
yeah. How long have you been my friend?
You're stating this on a podcast that's being recorded. You're making yourself seem more and more retarded.
Am I? It's just something I haven't looked
Here we go.
into.
Harry's views. Here we go. Me and
Oh, God.
Adam
Now,
should
I
sit
have-
back for a bit and listen.
I
I'm
have
gonna eat a
actually
lolly.
played an Assassin's Creed game. I've played one. I didn't play two. Thanks, Ben. I played Revelations. I played 3. 4. I attempted to play Assassin's Creed Unity, but it kind of broke. And then I haven't played the latest one because Unity's kind of ruined it for me, I think.
Syndicate.
But this, the Syndicate one.
I think
But
it looks good.
it looks okay, but I think there were some reports of it being broken in places, and people weren't happy that they haven't learnt the lesson. And I just kind of think, like when Assassin's Creed first came out, the first sort of 2 games or like the first sort of 3 games were amazing, and like the fans were just they almost what they were saying about the franchise was justified. Like
Yeah.
it was very good, and for its time, it was a very good, well-structured game that had never been done before.
Right.
And since day one, I think people have wanted a movie about this because it's so it's almost designed perfectly to be a movie, in my opinion. Like the whole plot line, everything, because it's so based on story, unlike a franchise like COD, which is based on more multiplayer, and like something on Minecraft, which I still can't believe they're making a movie about.
Are they?
But apparently so. Apparently, ages ago they said they were going to make a movie
I
about
thought
it.
it's
Yeah,
still
I
all
did hear
rumours.
that.
Whether that was true or I don't know, but
I
apparently
think it's
that was
still
going to be a
rumours.
thing.
Yeah,
but
Assassin's Creed is very story-based. It's a very story-based game. Story-driven.
Well, they made
But-
a game of a game, so
But
Shut up.
like, they could have done anything. Anything. They could have retold the story of Altair and just put that as a full feature-length movie. I wouldn't have cared, because it's Altair and he's a badass. They could have done Ezio, the definitive assassin from Italy, and what a location to film that would have been. Like, running through, like, the city of Venice, like, jumping off of rooftops, like, slashing, like, people in those weird drama mask things. Like, that would have been awesome. Why the hell did they go to fucking Spain?
wow, Spain's
They could
quite
have
easy
gone
to film
anywhere.
in, isn't it? They need the
Is
money.
it Spanish Inquisition? Is that what
Oh,
it
wait,
is?
no.
The Spanish Inquisition.
I haven't got a clue.
Yes,
I think it's
I'm just
something. I
gonna
think in the
say
trailer they
yes.
mentioned something about Spanish Inquisition. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. But
How?
with that entire series behind you, which kind of drops off at the end with Unity and all that lot, but with all of what Assassin's Creed has built up in its reputation, people really want it to go to is it feudal Japan? I think that's one place they want it to go to, because that would be awesome with the whole like ninjas / assassin aspect of it.
That would be pretty good.
That would have been awesome. They could have done. They could have put that into a movie. They could have done anything. Why the Spanish Inquisition? That's the only thing that really bugged me about the trailer was just that. Like they could have done anything, and they did that, and that's what annoyed me. Like the action, the parkour, the costumes, the actors look great, and it's a good movie. I'm still gonna go and watch it. It's just I'm disappointed at the fact that they could have done anything with it, and they did something that we've kind of never seen. And I kind of wish it was something that this doesn't apply to any other movie that's going to come out this year at all.
Yeah.
This is the only movie where I will say I wanted to see a certain character on screen finally come to life, finally running across a rooftop in live action, and I wanted to see him stab someone. But unfortunately, it's a new character who they've got to build up from the ground up, and I kind of wish it had been Ezio, because geez, the story is already built for Ezio.
But you've got to
don't
remember,
have to
though,
put any work in.
that it's not only people that have played all the games and understand all the characters that are going to go and see the film. If
Yeah,
they
like
can,
me and Ben.
if
Yeah.
they can have a storyline that people who have never even heard of Assassin's Creed before will be able to go into the cinema, watch the film, and understand
Yeah.
it, they're going to get.
Watch
But
it
what I'm
as if
saying,
it's just
but
a
what I'm
movie
saying
film.
is
Come on.
don't carry on Ezio's story from the games. Retell the story from the games in the movie.
Right, I see.
Which
So it's
because it's such a good storyline. The whole the tragedy of the family dying. I won't spoil the story if you haven't for some reason played the second Assassin's Creed, but the whole family dying and stuff. And Ezio getting his revenge, and like each of the assassins has like a specific motive, and I just think it would be so good to recreate those stories in live action, and they just, I don't know, like they don't need to make a new character to get an audience who's never played the games. They just need to retell the games as
Like,
a live action movie.
Start them again, because the
because
games told the
because
story.
it's such a good franchise, and anyone can get into it. Even if you've never ever played an Assassin's Creed game, once you see the movie of Ezio, or if you've seen a movie of Altair, or maybe Connor if Assassin's Creed 3 wasn't so shite, but it was such a good idea, and I was so looking forward to it. I wasn't disappointed with anything other than the story is kind of something I didn't want to see. I wanted to see something I wanted to see a familiar face. In terms of a fan's perspective, I wanted to see a familiar face. In terms of if I was thinking about it as though I'd never seen it before, Jesus Christ, I would have loved the character of Ezio all over again. Like, if I was someone who had never seen it before, because that's how badass of a character he is. But I've kind of waffled on a bit about that.
Yeah, you've
I can tell.
taken up a good, like, I've lost count. I fell asleep halfway.
That's
in the
my
middle there,
opinion.
Yeah.
But do we even have time to talk about Pokemon starters?
We're
if I do
we're
it
at
quick.
45 minutes now, so
That's another rant by me, isn't it? This is very much a Harry heavy
this
section.
is a Harry Run podcast.
It's a Harry rant
Oh,
podcast.
Good. Love those.
But I'll summarize basically the Pokemon starters. So yeah, Korokoro released, or not Korokoro, sorry. Pokemon have released the videos of the Pokemon starters. A lot of hate against Poplio, which is the water-based one, because it looks like a water seal. A sea lion with like a red nose.
A water seal.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it being because it's a water type and it's a seal, so I was just like I had that in my head for some reason.
You know, Adam, have you never encountered a land seal before or a fire seal?
Yeah, I know.
He's
the fire seals are the
uncultured!
best, though, don't you think?
So
Completely
people are
thrown Harry
hating
now.
on that. People are hating on that one. Rowlet, which is the sort of grass owl, he seems pretty cool. He's quite cute as well, which is what I love. But
Yeah, he's so
I'm not-
cute.
and then the cat is just kind of meh. Like, it doesn't look like a starter. It looks kind of bland and a bit. I don't know. That might just be my opinion because a lot of people do like the cat as well. But I don't know.
Hey guys, guess what?
What?
I've never
No,
played a
guys.
Pokemon game.
Nor have I.
Really? No way. Have neither of you ever played a
Never
Pokemon
played
game?
a Pokemon game.
Are you serious?
Seriously.
We're
I don't
moving
like-
on to the next section because I'm just so annoyed. Basically, I'm not going to release an opinion just yet of the Pokemon stars because I haven't seen what they evolve into, and that's basically that. So now,
Okay, next section.
we're going to go to the wish list stage.
Oh, so stuff we're looking forward to, basically,
Yep.
in the next week, year, coming months, whatever, how long.
Yep. I've ranted on for quite a while, so I think it's time for a fresh voice.
Adam, do you want to go first?
Sadly,
HTC Vive.
okay.
Yeah. So the VR era has started. I feel. Would you
the
agree?
VR era started a couple of years ago.
Well,
with the
it's
Rift.
actually started. I mean,
And
like
now
this is now
it's-
commercial.
It's version 2.0 of the VR era.
And
it's the
I
proper
absolutely
release.
love the look of the HT Vive. I haven't actually tried it, so any opinion is obviously just from.
Guys, it's about that I've never
Videos
ever used the HTC Vive.
I haven't either.
I haven't either.
I've used the Rift on multiple occasions.
I've used the Rift once and it didn't work.
I
Well,
like
it worked.
I like VR.
It kind of worked. It was awesome. So
Oh,
if you don't know what the HTC Vive is, it's a virtual reality headset, and it's very expensive, which is the downside at the moment
The-
of VR technology.
Let
is
me
that
put
it's
a point
all
in
very
here.
expensive. Yeah,
Right.
Go.
VR stuff. You know, Google Cardboard.
Yes.
I think this past week, you can now buy it in the UK for £15, I think. So,
Or for a bit of cardboard.
or no, because you get the lenses as well.
Lenses
they're
and the
the
magnets, I guess.
main
yeah.
point. So you can put your phone in and use the gyroscope and accelerometer and that as a VR headset and watch the 360 YouTube videos and
Yeah, they're
play
pretty cool.
limited selection of games on it. But for £15 with the phone you've got already, I thought that's pretty good. You can just you
Yeah.
can finally buy them in the UK, and I think it's like 2 for 25 quid, so you get like £5 discount or whatever.
That's pretty good.
But yeah,
I don't
So,
think they work with the 6 Plus S though, do they? 6S Plus?
I'm not sure. I'll have to
I
check
think
later. But
I think it's too big. But anyway, so HTC Vive, it is extremely expensive. In fact, 1 second. I'll
It's
look up the price.
£690. Adam.
Harry's done it already. Okay, so that is
Insane.
a crazy amount of money, but that is because first era technology, like it's first of the line. It is the first commercially available.
Oculus. No, I'm joking.
is that
Oculus isn't commercially available.
does that price
Yeah.
include the controllers and the
So,
sensors for the room?
That price, you buy a bundle, so you buy the HTC Vive.
The actual
Okay, so that
headset.
is a full HD two HD displays really inside of this VR headset, and you get the lenses obviously, and you get all the wires which connect to your computer, and you get like a few other bits and bobs that I don't understand. And you also get two controllers as well, which also have tracking on them for the two cameras that stand in either like opposite corners of the room, which then are able to track your movement, track your hands' movements, and you can physically interact with this VR world, which is just it just looks so good. It looks so precise, and it looks like it just feels so real. From the reactions of people I've watched, it just seems like they've done it so well that every movement that you make is reflected directly into your VR world. It just looks so immersive and incredible. But yeah, obviously the only downside that I can currently see is that, well, first of all, obviously you can't move that far because you're in a room.
It's also the cables for the headset.
Your cables are attached to the computer. It's fairly heavy, I think, because obviously technology gets lighter as it goes on. It's kind of bulky, but it has to be because the screens have to be a certain distance away from your eyes. So they're kind of points you can get around, but the price is just way too much.
Technical at the moment.
Yeah, that's because obviously new technology and all that. But anyway, who wants to talk about the next
Benjamin.
Okay, so my news is, well, not news, my
news?
yeah.
My news, because none of you knew this before I came on here and told you about it.
My thing I'm looking forward to is coming up in the next week, and that is the finale to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3.
You're obsessed with that program.
You really are.
I absolutely love it to pieces. And
I watched like the first 3 episodes, and that's it.
I know, the first 3 episodes after that, it gets incredibly good, and I've told you this
So you
before.
keep saying, and I still haven't watched it. I do kind of want to, so I probably will at one point.
Please do. I need someone to talk to about. But the finale for season 3. Season 3 right now has just been incredible with the Inhuman storyline they've got going on, and just like they're still like developing characters. The writing for this show is absolutely incredible.
Is this just a season finale, or is it a
This is the season
like
finale.
Okay, right. It's not like the full finale.
No. They've got a season 4 planned.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
And that's coming out in September this year. So, yeah, you've thrown me now.
Sorry.
Yeah,
But like,
go on.
the thing I never got with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is this is just my personal preference. I totally get why you'd watch it because it does seem like a very good, very well written show. I don't know, like just the whole idea of it not being. I'm trying to think of the correct way to word this. It's like the people that are meant to be the heroes just sort of, in a way, just aren't hero-y enough, if that makes sense. Like it's all based on like, oh, you can fucking like do it. It's like a small superpower. It's like sidekick superpowers. In a way, at points.
I think I sort of get what you're saying, like, but
there's no like heavy main character, heavy hitter sort of guy. There's more. They're all sort of, or gal,
There
can't
is
be
now.
sexist anymore.
I don't
main
wanna
characters.
spoil it, but
But yeah,
Yeah,
I guess at the
you
start, because I haven't actually watched it, and it's kind of like at the start, it might be a bit crap. It's like, yeah, I guess.
yeah,
I guess I just got to watch it more to understand it.
the first few episodes from season 1 start off rough, but once it's sort of the end of season 1 is incredible, and once they've got a storyline and they just carry with that storyline. They do sort of bits and bobs
off the side.
Yeah.
So it was like Stargate, really. Do you remember, like, so Universe had its main storyline, but then there was like bits that came off it.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you remember? Yeah.
the good thing with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is it can tie in with the cinematic movies that get released. Like this latest episode that they released on Tuesday evening, tied in with Civil War a lot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they've got sort of Agent Coulson, who is director of S.H.I.E.L.D. now. He's he talks about Tony and Captain America and how they were sort of his heroes, and now it's falling apart, and he's got to sort of keep shield together. And then there's stuff that was tied in with Winter Soldier quite heavily, and Hydra sort of within shield. That was a big point of season 1, and sort of carrying over. Hydra is still very present all the way in season 3. There's and just the Inhuman side of it as well. It's sort of, if you don't know what the Inhuman storyline is, it's very similar to mutants in the X-Men series, where people have sort of individual superpowers type stuff, but they have to go through a process of pterogenesis, and not everyone can survive the process, and people die, and some people get the superpowers out of it. And that tying in with all the Hydra stuff and all the SHIELD stuff that's now undercover, and the writing of the show, all of it together is just absolutely phenomenal right now.
Cool.
So that's
Awesome.
That's me done, I think. Yeah,
and back to
I'm
Harry,
gonna be crying.
who will probably waffle for twice as long as Ben did.
Yeah.
Oh, Dawn of War 3. Jesus Christ, Dawn of War 3.
Hey, guess what, guys? I've not played a Dawn of War.
Have I?
To be honest, I wouldn't even be mad at you for not playing Dawn of War.
I
No, Adam's played Dawn of War. You have played Dawn of War, Ben.
Oh, maybe I have.
You've played Dawn of War 2. You've played Dawn of War 2, I'm sure you have. But either way...
Oh god, I just started it by accident.
Either way,
Okay,
Jesus, the game I never thought...
Oh yeah,
like,
this Warhammer thing, I have played that.
Yeah, the game I
Not a lot.
never thought would ever happen, ever. Because I thought... Because THQ went bust, and then I think Relic... Something happened at Relic, I can't remember. I might just be imagining that, but...
Hitler invaded again.
Yeah, Hitler invaded Relic.
Fajita invaded? What?
Fajita invaded. But yeah, so there was a lot of issues with the companies that were behind it. Then Sega bought it, and I thought, oh, okay, I don't know if they'll do much with it. I think they just bought it for a weird reason, merchandising thing. I thought, well, I guess I'm gonna have to just stick with playing Dawn of War 2. I mean, I play it on and off occasionally because it's still a fun game. And then, Jesus, and then I'll give you some backstory. I was having the worst day ever. I had got the worst mark in the entire class, and I was feeling pretty down. And then it was in after school drama that I saw the banner on the YouTube thing, because I opened up my laptop and just was going to type something in on YouTube because we needed something for sound in the background. And there was the banner with Dawn of War 3 on it, and I couldn't contain myself at that point. I think I genuinely started crying.
Harry fainted for half an hour.
Yes. When I eventually came around, I couldn't believe it. And then I watched the trailer. I was like, oh, this is so good. They brought back the three armies that I really wanted to be in this. Orcs, Space Marines, and all that.
What happened?
But you cut out then.
Cut out. I was like, what's happened? Have they died?
While Harry's taking this break, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors of this episode.
Fajitas.
I was just going to do a silence. We have no sponsors. If you would like to sponsor us, please get in contact at... What's our email?
logboxteam@gmail.com.
I don't know if you noticed, guys, but I'm back.
Oh, hi. We were just filling the gap with our sponsors, who are...
I suddenly realised that
you haven't been recording.
An item of clothing is sort of lodged on my USB for the mic, and it was really close to pulling it out. So I was like, "Oh crap!"
An item of clothing. Would you like to tell us what item?
It was a shirt, Adam.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what you were thinking.
Cock
It's
sock.
actually your mum's knickers.
Yeah.
She left them around here. Tell her to come and get her. Tell them to. I'm gonna stop talking.
Yeah,
Dawn of War 3.
cock sock.
Dawn of War 3. So they have.
Saying cocksock.
So they have the
You're gonna
three.
have to fajita that.
Shut up! This is my
Fajita
thing.
sock.
Dawn of Dawn of War fucking 3.
Cock sock.
It's so yeah. As I was saying, they've got the three main races.
Cock, sock, and...
Shut
cock,
up!
sock, and fajita.
So the three main races are back.
You need to wrap this up soon, because I can't hold on much longer.
I know. So shut the fuck up. So I was really happy to hear that they're bringing in the three main classes: the Orcs, the Eldar, and the Space Marines, and the Imperial Knights are in it. Jesus, I've been waiting so long. I think there's a mod for it on Dawn of War 2, but I can't remember.
Cocksock.
I think that was Harry's dad in the background there, so we're just going to take a quick commercial break whilst Harry talks to his father.
Insert elevator music here. You slowed down.
I can't keep this up for very long, but how long can we go?
You better sing this up well.
I hate my family.
Hello.
I'm back.
Hello.
Music stops.
So yeah, I'll just wrap it up real quick.
Okay.
You do that.
I love the idea that they're going to bring in.
Like a
I
fajita.
think they're bringing in like bigger units and stuff, which is going to be freaking awesome. And I basically thought it's a dream come true because I never thought they'd make another one of these games, and we're finally going to get a better looking
I think it's
real-time
completely
strategy
different.
game. I can't wait. I can't wait for Dawn of War 3.
It does
That's
look
basically
completely
what I
different to
have say.
Dawn of War 2, though. Like,
Does look
the
completely
whole
different.
strategy and everything, the way it works and everything just looks completely different.
Really?
Yeah,
I think it looks
does.
relative. Some of the pictures make it look relatively similar, but I get like the UI and stuff looks a little different. And some, well, actually, oh no, we haven't.
Right,
actually thought
guys,
of
we hit the
UI.
hour mark.
Okay,
about
well,
a minute ago.
I guess we're gonna have to wrap this up then.
So we're going to wrap it up. So basically,
the
I
notes
only
just
play
say like a fajita.
I only play Blizzard games, and I watch Agents of Shield, and I'm sad. Harry plays Assassin's Creed, Dawn of War.
Not really. I don't
Pokemon,
play it a lot anymore.
Beyblade,
I'm just a bit
Robot
passionate that they're
Wars.
making a movie about it.
Adam is incompetent.
Most of the time.
You what?
Most of the
Oh,
time.
most of the time, yeah. Yep. Thank you for listening.
Goodbye.
I'm glad you didn't say watching, because I nearly did.
Ooh. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching. You can't watch anything. We'll probably have to put something over if this goes on YouTube. But if you were just watching a black screen for the past half an hour, or no, it's been an hour.
What are you watching? Look at something else.
Yeah, why the hell are you here?
You're
How
so
do you endure
sad.
this for an hour?
Keep listening, but like, why are we doing accents?
Oh, I just realised this is going to be a bitch to upload. Bye, everyone!
Hitler.
Bye.